Hey, what is going on YouTube? It's Brandon here with another video for you guys today. And I know it's been a long time since I put out a video. I think it's been close to a month now, but I've been pretty busy with things going on behind the scenes. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to get on track now. So hopefully I can get you guys more consistent content out. So just bear with me on that. But today we're gonna be talking about Tesla stock, whether you should buy it right now or if you should stay away from it. What's going to happen? Is it going to keep ripping up after yesterday's huge movement, or are we looking at a huge downturn here? So if you're interested in that, make sure to hit the like on the video and drop a sub. Ooh. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy today's content. It really helps me out, as hopefully now I'm able to start posting more content again and get more stuff out to you guys. So with those things all out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into this video. So the first thing I just kind of wanted to talk about before we get into Tesla stock in particular is just talking about the market in general right now, kind of what's happening, what's going on. As I'm sure all of you guys know that are watching this, we are definitely kind of in a correction market right now. Things has been correcting, especially tech. Big tech has been hit fairly hard recently, and there's been a huge rotation into Dow components, more safety, more value stocks. So I know the biggest thing on everybody's mind right now is the market crashing, or are we starting to recover now? What is the case? And like I said, I just want to touch over this before we get into the specifics of Tesla. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of the first thing I want to go over are the treasury yields, in particular the 10-year. The reason why I say that is because this is probably one of the most important bonds to be watching, and just because of the quickness and rapidness that this 10-year yield has really gone up in value, or in yield, I guess. So this is the year chart where we're at, and so as you can see, this, just for context, it's not gonna let me go. Oh, hold on. Okay. It's being really slow. I don't know why. So this is for the year, last year to date. So as we can see, just as a great example, March, they just collapsed. Everybody started getting worried about coronavirus, and as you can see, everybody started piling into bonds. So because of that, rates shot down. And then usually anytime there's a huge movement in bond rates quickly, they usually have us bounce back pretty hard, which was right here, and then they fell back down. And we were pinned down for the longest time. And just recently, we started climbing back up. And not only did we climb back up, but we're like a lot higher than we've been in probably, yeah, we're pre-COVID levels right now, which is kind of crazy to think. And that's making a lot of people kind of worrying in the market right now. And usually when bond yields go higher, usually stocks tend to sell off a little bit, especially if they're more speculative, because this is a guaranteed return. So this is just something that you're going to have to really keep an eye on. Now, in my opinion, I think the market's going to get used to these higher yield returns in the market, and I think the market will be okay from it. But if these keep skyrocketing, that's going to be a huge red flag for the market. But I think the bond rates are going to chill out around this level, and it should be okay. Okay, but what you guys really came here for is for the Tesla. So let's go ahead and get into that. So I just have it pulled up here on Yahoo Finance for you guys. And as you can just see, yesterday's performance is just insane. This is, I think I saw it's the best day for the stock since like 2013 or whatever it was for. Probably, it's just insane an amount that this stock has ran up considering the market cap it is. And it just shows you the volatility that Tesla still has in it, but it's also just insane how much a company can move like that. But the thing I really wanted to talk about was Tesla's market cap. Right now it's at 646 billion, and don't get me wrong, it's definitely not how high it was, as closer to $1 trillion company, but you have to consider everything, and 646 billion for Tesla right now is still a little bit of a rich evaluation in my opinion. And so I would be teetering a little bit. I'd be a little bit cautious when talking about Tesla, maybe getting in more or whatever the case is. because I could definitely see Tesla going to about like a $450 billion market cap, and that being a fairly well priced stock in my opinion. And as you see, the PE ratio, I mean, I guess that doesn't really matter to anybody right now, but it is definitely something to consider. I know Tesla has huge high expectations for the future, but still over 1,000, that still is a little crazy. So it's a little worrisome right there. But as we see, as long as the stocks rebound and everything is happening the way it is, Tesla is going to be just fine. It's going to rip up more than it ever has. It might even make newer highs over $900. Who knows? But all I'm saying is, I might want to wait just a little bit, maybe just even a few days, just to see what the market has, because we don't know if this correction is over or if it's going to be more serious. But I will say, if you have not started a position in Tesla yet, this might not be a bad time to start one, just to kind of get a position going, so that way you can at least get it at a decent price. Whether it drops more or rips up higher, you can be confident that, okay, you know what, this is not a bad price for Tesla at all. I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I would not blame anybody at all that wants to that wants to start Tesla right now. As I mean, it's over $200 off from its highs, and like I just said, it could rip to all-time highs again without even questioning anything, because that's just how Tesla is. All I'm saying is, you're just going to have to be a little bit cognizant of that it could still drop to around $400-ish, $400, $450 is something that could realistically happen. Now, do I see it dropping below that? Not really, to be honest. So if it ever gets that $400, $450 spot, you need to be buying heavy in Tesla. Remember, none of this is a recommendation. I'm just talking to myself pretty much. But yeah, if it goes around those levels, I 100% would be trying to buy a lot of Tesla stock at that price. And because even though it still would have a huge PE ratio, I just think that would be a great price for it. And market cap would probably be around 400-ish billion. And I really do think as long as Tesla keeps going the way it is, it's probably going to be worth a few $1 trillion here in the future. So that would be an amazing price to get it. Because I mean, Tesla stock's probably going to go to 2,000 plus in the future. Who even knows the real price of Tesla stock? I mean, it's just going to keep going up in the future. So just that to keep in mind. But with what's happened the last couple weeks in the market, it is definitely a big wake-up call, especially to a lot of people that are investing without really thinking or using a lot of margin when they're investing. Yeah, it's all great when stocks go up, but do you have a game plan for when a few down days happen, a 10% correction happens? It's something that you need to consider having whenever you're investing in the stock market. Now, I know nobody likes to talk about trimming your positions or doing that, but you definitely need to have way to position yourself when things go against you. That's why, especially if you're newer to investing, I definitely would not recommend investing on margin. It's not smart to do. You can get burned by it pretty heavily if you're not smart with it. So I just think as long as you just put the money you have in the market, it's probably the best bet. But let's say you're really heavily invested into, let's just say Tesla right now. Yeah, that's awesome. Yesterday was probably amazing for you, but it's something to consider. Maybe if you're too heavily invested in it, maybe lighten it up a little bit just to help you out. Because if we have another couple huge red days, that's going to really hurt your account, and it might have you sweating a little bit. But if you don't care what happens in the immediate future with Tesla or with whatever stock you have, and you're a long-term investor with a 5-10 year mindset, honestly, put as much money in as you want. I mean, as long as you're sleeping okay at night, go for it. It doesn't matter. But I just want you to really consider, how would you feel if your portfolio was down like 20% one day? Are you able to handle that? If not, then you should really be considering in maybe diversifying more or getting more cash on the sidelines. Whatever the case is, you just need to be able to be prepared for every possible outcome that the stock market can give you. But I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. I know it's been a while since I put out a video. I'm going to be trying to push out more content now that I have a little bit more time freed up for you guys. So I hope you guys really appreciated this video and liked it. And if you did, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Of course, you have to do all those things, but I really appreciate you guys watching this video and taking the time out of your day. With all those things being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.